You said that you have mostly preferred customers, right? Instead of distributors?
Absolutely. I mean, in the health business in general, it's mostly customers for sure. A ridiculous proportion. It should be more balanced, but the truth is we mostly put out health information and people mostly don't even know about the distributor opportunity. And network marketing has a bad name in general. I don't necessarily know why. I've seen the horror stories, I've seen the Herbalife documentaries and whatever, and the garage full of products and all this stuff. I've been pitched on a bunch of companies before Longevity that didn't make any sense to me. Why do I need to buy $300 worth of power bars every month? I don't even want power bars, it made no sense. But overall, it's a brilliant system. It's an amazing system, in my opinion. And people just, they either don't understand it or they think it has a bad name or they never heard of it at all. So all those things are barriers to entry. If you've never heard of it, really hard to understand. If you've only heard bad things, it's really hard to want to get involved.
I agree. And we're not promoting the opportunity either. It's just a clinic and this is our dispensary.
I really want to promote the opportunity more. I really want to explain the opportunity more. It's just, we're full time on the health message. So it's hard to squeeze time in to promote the business and also explain it, not just explain the compensation plan, because I've done that. Explain the level of commitment that's involved. Really explain the opportunity, that the opportunity is there, but there's no way it's going to happen by accident. It's only going to happen with commitment to the education, learning, not just the products and the health stuff, but also learning sales and communication and making effort to reach out to people either with the internet by getting attention, making content, or literally going out physically meeting people, hosting events. There's no way around it. It's a lot of work, but I don't know anybody in like a legitimate job who makes $100,000 a month. I don't. I know some people who own multiple businesses, they own restaurants, they own landscaping businesses. They make good money, which is also a huge work and commitment and investment and all this stuff. But I don't know anybody who has a regular job who makes $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, $200,000 a month. These numbers are absolutely possible within network marketing and within our company. These are facts. Like, it's people who earn that. I'm hoping to get to that level as well, right? And I think the only way to do that is by communicating the possibility here.
Yeah.
This is long term, right? Long term. Right? The first priority was getting the health message out there. We've done that. And now there's people who have been following for 2-3 years and they understand the health message in and out. And now they need to know that there's an opportunity to spread this, to make a money, even if it's little money, even if it's just some right now money, right? People ask, well, how do I get the products cheaper? There's only one way to get the products cheaper. Yeah, you can buy off one of these sites. They take their commission and discount it like as much as they possibly can. But the max you're ever going to get down is 30%. That's not a big deal, right? Whereas say your products cost $150, you can make $150 a month on network marketing. No problem. Well, it's not going to happen by accident, but it's not a problem. It's not a difficult thing. It's really a handful of customers, basically. And then it's possible to go more than that, which is amazing. I don't know any other product that allows you to do this on the open market. It has to be in an MLM situation for that to happen, basically.
No, it's nice to have the product that you love, take care of your body, paid for.
And we wouldn't be in this if we didn't love the products, right? That's the whole point. These products got me out of pain. There's no way I was going to live without them. And I had to learn how to communicate that with other people as well. Other people have pain. Everyone's got some kind of pain. Your book's called Peace Over Pain. In this business, I was taught to look for the pain. Right? You want to identify the pain. This is sales. Sales is problem solving. You got to solve somebody's problem, but you have to identify the problem first, right? A lot of people are out there trying to convince people who either won't admit that they have pain or, are basically just trying to shake them by the ears and saying, this can get you out of pain. But you got to wait for people to invite your help into that pain, basically. And as soon as they do, if they invite you into solving their problem, now we can help them solve the problem, because that's easy for us. The hard part is getting them to the water, right?
We just started implementing Wallach's little nutrition assessment chart, and that seems to work pretty good because it's very valuable. It's a valuable test. Do you use it?
I want to start using it, actually. I know people who use it. I know very successful people who use it. No matter what, when they get people started, they always get them to fill out the health assessment, because that's basically their proof. And a lot of people, whenever they start any new diet or any new program or any new supplements or anything, a lot of people will be like, am I really doing better? Am I just making this up in my head? Is this just placebo? But if they wrote down that they were at 1 out of 10 on their joint pain before, or their eyesight was 3 out of 10 or something, and then they continue to fill that out every 2 weeks, they can literally see, well, you know what? I said it was 1. They might forget, right? I lived in pain. It's almost hard for me to go back there in my mind and remember what it was like to be in constant pain. But if you got it written down 1 out of 10, you're like, well, I guess I wasn't lying back then. I was in miserable
Right.
pain back then.
Right.
Okay, 4 out of 10 now. Okay, so it's work. Basically, it's really. I think it's really effective. Some of the most effective teams that I know use that strategy. I want to figure out a way to use that too.
Yeah. Well, I'll just putting it out there. We're already doing it. So if you want to save time, just send them to Amber. We're all on the same team anyway. So
I can easily send people your way too, for sure.
it's there if you don't have the time to do it.
Well, you guys are downline, so anything that you guys do obviously helps me. And I don't think people understand this in this business either. That like the upline works for you. They're supposed to work for you. You know, we're supposed to be customer support and distributor support. My upline sent me all over the country, sent me all over the continent, to learn and to attend seminars and see headquarters and meet important people and all this stuff. I couldn't figure out why they were doing it. I almost was like, I don't really deserve this. What's up? Why are you investing so much in me? That's their job. Their job is to support distributors and customers. The people who are just coming to us on the inbox who want just health advice, it's my morning priority. But then when I put the phone down, I'm done with that. Now the rest of the day, well, I'm going to do other things. But like if a customer emails, that's the priority. I saw a customer email right before we got onto this. As soon as I get off, I'm going to answer that customer because that's the job, is to attend to the people who are already in. So I'm saying this, you guys are already downline. I'm here to support 100%. And if I can send people to you, that's amazing. My hands are full. They're completely full. That helps a lot and gets you the experience, Amber. That's the most important thing, really. Getting you confident, comfortable, and efficient with answering these questions. Most of them are repeats. If you are using a system like the health evaluation, again, I love that. It's super efficient. I don't even have a viable excuse as to why we haven't done it. We did it in real life. We did it before we shifted onto Instagram. I know the Paul Croto and their team, I know they're firm on it. Like, you do this, fill it out in 2 weeks. They'll have it just like most network marketers, they'll have a system where they call the person back, they follow up and stuff like this. It's scheduled in. That should be the same thing for the health evaluation. Every 2 weeks, you either get a call or a text or an email, some kind of reminder that, hey, you got to fill out your health evaluation. I want to see it. I want to see the 2 week or the 1 month, but 2 weeks, especially when they're first starting, I want to see that for sure. It's better to be more hands-on, and it's better to be on the phone too. I do agree with that. Yep. It's also good to have it in writing, by the way. One of the fears that I have on the phone is that it's not in writing. So you can say a lot to somebody and it can be very overwhelming. A lot of times it's going to go right over the head. At the very least, when we do physical real life consultations with people, we'd also send them home with the sheets, right? These are the bad foods we talked about, because I know you're not going to remember all of them. These are the bad foods. This is what we recommend here. There's handouts for them. So I would, if you're not doing that already, if you're doing phone calls, definitely follow up with an email that's like, this is in writing what you should do. Yeah. This is in writing what we recommend. This is in writing the bad foods. This is we do the salt flush. You don't have to do the salt flush, but we always give them that. They get the food advice, they get the salt flush, and they get the product recommendations in writing. So I love Instagram for that. And if I'm going to go back onto the phone, or you guys are using the phone, highly, highly, highly recommend following up with a written email, and tell them too, I know it's a lot of information. You don't need to remember all this right now. We're just talking. I'm just trying to make it make sense for you. I'm just trying to connect the dots for you. And I'm going to send you a follow-up email with the main recommendations that we're saying here. Amber, we've left you out here a little bit. I don't know if you're enjoying this, but you have any questions here?
I'm just taking it all in. It's interesting.
Yeah, on your end, well, when I first started this, that's all I could really do is just learn, sit back, watch some of the seminars, talk with people who knew more, listen to them, just get you the confidence to really deal with people. And, if you don't know about some of this stuff, your customers will. Your customers will know a lot of this stuff. So I know it sucks to be caught off guard and to know less than your customers, less than your clients. It's amazing that we can still help people while knowing less. Even now, I couldn't give you a detailed explanation of what the spleen does. It just never comes up,
Right.
But some of our clients they'll know this stuff and they'll be asking.
It's part of the lymphatic system.
Yeah, I know the basics, but like a lot of these people are researchers, man. Like, they know the biochemical details better than I do. And the truth is, you don't need to know those details. You just need to be aware of a lot of it. You need to be aware of what matters and what doesn't. Major in the majors, not in the minors. The minors can get so ridiculously complicated, neurotransmitters and all. so many things, as you know, anti-nutrients, like those are all the minors that can just get ridiculously complicated. So you need to know how to just steer it back into what is important. My newest book, Everything You Should Know About Healthy Blood Sugar, goes into a lot of detail about one of the most complicated things we get asked about, which is healthy blood sugar. This covers all of the blood sugar problems you know about, including type 1 and type 2 diabetes, and other problems you might not know were blood sugar problems, including behavioral problems, sleep problems, and cardiovascular problems. This book also goes into a lot of detail on digestion and how primitive people and animals actually acquire the nutrients that they need for healthy blood sugar in their natural environment. And definitely check out my book, Fake Diseases. It covers all of the major topics that come up, like birth defects, blood sugar problems, bone and joint problems, cancer, autoimmune problems, and more. And it's on Amazon for just $9.99. Definitely get yourself a copy of Dr. Wallach's cookbook. This is basically a textbook about how to cook without the bad foods, particularly oil and gluten. This is 300 pages stuffed full of recipes without the bad foods that they're usually made from. And of course, make sure to check out our food page, Notice Foods, that's on YouTube, and at Notice Foods on Instagram. We have a lot of content up there teaching you how to cook without the bad foods that Dr. Wallach describes, and Dr. Glidden's 12 bad foods, all of that, all of the rules that you need to know. And we have experienced chefs and bakers who will answer the questions in those inboxes. And I've also published a book in response to some of Dr. Wallach's criticisms, including the major articles that have been written against him on the internet. So if you are a Dr. Wallach fan or a longevity distributor, I definitely recommend having this book in your toolkit. And all of my books, audiobooks, and links are available on my website, noticebooks.org.